scary movie.
Welcome to the exciting edition of Midnight Chillad. Are you ready for a good night? Something to help you sleep tight? Tonight's movie is special to me because one of my good friends, the Vortex Execution, this is his movie. It's been played by the Vortex a lot. Plus, when I first started doing horror hosting on Tingler TV back in 2011, the first movie I ever did was this one we're playing tonight, The Bloody Pit of Horror with the Crimson Executioner. And it's just special to me. And I don't know if you'll remember that one. You probably don't because it's lost, however. I used to work with Mod Ghoul and the crew over at the Tingler TV before. That's how I got started. Was those guys took me under their wing and helped me become a horror host. And then I hooked up with the Vortex later on. I've been local TV here at San Maria, there in Lafayette, Louisiana with Count Falcon and Rebecca Nurse. It was fun. But this movie, I love it because it is so crazy. It's based on Marquis de Sade, which was a really sick guy who do all kinds of messed up, fucked up shit to people. He was a really sick guy. He was put in prison. And while he was in prison, he wrote this thing called The 100 Days of Sodomy. I think it was 100 Days, or it was 101. I can't remember. It was a whole bunch of detailed, gory, graphic detail stuff he wanted to do to people. Yeah, this stuff I wouldn't even want to. The guy was sick even by my standards. I was like, whoa, dude, chill. Chill. You're good. We're good. You don't have to go there. Anyway, the movie is about a bunch of models who go to a random castle to do a photo shoot, and one by one they're all tortured and killed by the Crimson Executioner, this big buff guy with like muscles, and he's clean living. He has no body hair at all, and he wears a red cap.
When was that movie come out?
That movie came out in the 60s. I think it was early 60s. It was either Spanish or Italian. I think it was maybe one of those. I know it was European and I know it was dubbed. I don't know if it was a Spanish horror film or an Italian horror film. It could be either one. There was a lot of those, like in Europe, where they would make these crazy movies and then they ship them to America and dub the voices and give it all kinds of crazy titles and then rearrange it like
it seems so far away from like a spaghetti western or something like that.
Yeah, it's different, but that's what's cool about Italy. They made movies about everything. They were like, you know, they weren't just one genre. They were everything. They did a lot of cool stuff. I still always remember, like, one of my favorites is, like, the Felucci guys. I love Cat in the Brain. That was one of my favorite horror films he ever did. Because it was, like, a meta horror film. It was like a movie within a movie. Where, like, it's about him going crazy from, like, doing too much graphic violence movies and becoming crazy himself. So, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend Cat in the Brain if you have a strong stomach. It is bloody, it is gory, it is scary. It's kind of like Wes Craven's The Nightmare or Scream. It's one of those meta movies where it's like taking a step back and looking at it from a different angle and saying, well, this is what happens when this happens. Anyways, I'm going off track again. I go off the rails a lot. Anyway, so sit back, relax, have some popcorn or some chips or some sodas or espresso or Red Bull or Monster, anything to keep you awake, keep you motivated. Legally, no cocaine or speed or any of that crap. It's legal stuff, caffeine, sugar. Let's rock and roll with Bloody Pit of Horror. Auf Wiedersehen.
5th day of December in the year of our Lord 1648, by virtue of the power vested in us by our noble sovereign, this tribunal hereby sentences you, the Crimson Executioner, to death. You will die by one of the very instruments you devised to torture and kill your innocent victims. You dared to take into your own hands the laws of both God and man. You set yourself up as both judge and executioner. You caused inhuman suffering and took life not from any sense of justice, but from hatred and self-gratification. You showed no mercy to your victims, and no mercy will be shown to you.
You'll never kill me. Move along. I'll return and be avenged. Turn around. You fools. All of you. I am the Crimson Executioner. This day shall be written in blood. No man can judge me. I am the supreme law. I shall have my revenge.
The seal of this tribunal will entomb forever both your body and your evil soul. Let no man dare to break the seal. You are accursed, eternally damned, as are these dungeons, as is this castle that has witnessed such indescribable horrors. Your castle will stand throughout the centuries as a reminder of the barbarism and cruelty committed within its walls. May the dust of time not erase from the memory of man the infamy of the Crimson Executioner.
This seems exactly what we've been looking for.
From here, it looks great. Just what we need.
I think we should be able to wrap up our work here in a day.
This'll look good.
Come on, Nancy. Gosh, I'm stiff from that long ride.
It's made to order.
Yeah.
What a view.
Hey, we don't want to lose you.
Sure looks gloomy. How would you girls like to have a castle this old to live in?
You'd have to be a creep to live in a place like this.
I'd love to have a house like this all for myself. Imagine the peace and beauty of living all alone here.
You're a funny one, all right.
All right, girls.
Wonder what it looks like inside. What's wrong? Are you tired?
I don't know what it is, Perry. I just feel very uneasy.
No. Susie,
Let me alone, Raoul.
don't be like that, baby.
Everybody'll see us.
Have it your way.
Are you all dead?
Lay you any odds you want, our dear publisher will wind up saying, this place isn't suitable after all. Let's go home.
Hello, is everybody out?
If they're all out, how can anyone be in the house?
The brain has spelled it out.
I'm not just a dumb blonde, you know.
Who says you're a blonde?
Must be in.
Hello, why doesn't anybody answer? Maybe nobody lives here. What a nuisance. Someone should have told me the castle's empty. We might as well try to get in anyway. Maybe one of the boys could scale that wall.
That's a job for Tarzan.
Who's going to volunteer to climb the wall?
Okay. Here comes Uncle Perry, the greatest acrobat in the world.
He's a good boy. I bet he gets us inside.
Yeah, you're right. 3 years for unlawful breaking and entering.
Take care, Perry.
Max! You owe me a bonus for this little stunt, a double whiskey.
What about that?
I still think you're playing with fire.
You should know me by now. I'm not the kind of man to let obstacles get in my way. I'm a man of action.
Well, what do we do now? We follow the leader. What else?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the old family.
Let's go.
Hey, what a funny place this is. Looks like a Frankenstein film set.
Perry, there's something evil about this castle. I'm sure of it.
You Hawaiians are far too impressionable, Kinuyo.
Raoul? Raoul? Raoul?
You idiot! Why must you play these childish jokes all the time?
Raoul?
Raoul, take off that silly costume.
These uninhabited castles always have their family skeletons.
Uninhabited? There's not a trace of dust around here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm very sorry. Nobody answered the doorbell, and we thought the castle was empty. Could we speak to the owner? I'd like a word with him about a business matter. Could you take us to him?
Follow me.
Let's go.
The rest of you wait in there.
Stop where you are. How dare you force your way into my castle like this? What do you want here?
I want to apologize. We didn't think anyone lived here, that's all.
It's no excuse for trespassing. I don't like having my privacy disturbed.
I'm sorry, sir. You're quite right. My name is Parks. I'd like to explain. We've been scouting for suitable locations to photograph material for book jackets. I'm a publisher.
That's no concern of mine.
Look here, I'd like to show you one of my books. I'm preparing an anthology of horror.
He told you to stay where you were.
We took the liberty of coming in here, only because no one answered our knocking at the door.
I don't like intrusion. I insist that you leave my castle immediately.
Could you make just one exception? We've been on the road for several days. Everybody's so tired.
I don't want any visitors here.
I'd be only too glad to pay, of course.
Pay? Now you're beginning to annoy me, Mr. Parks.
I know my friend didn't mean to offend you, and we ask you to forgive us.
You and your practical jokes. Ralph.
Hey!
On your feet, everybody. You've been told to shove off. The master of the house doesn't like having visitors around.
What? Again? Oh, no. Not after all I went through to get you in here.
So we're right back where we started. One castle's too modern, one's too old. Why don't we build our own and get it over with?
Susie, but wouldn't it cost an awful lot of money to build one, huh?
Oh, can't you change his mind? We're all tired.
Well, I'm tired, too. But we have no choice. We've been told to go, and that's it. Let's get moving quickly, huh?
Edith.
Wait. Perhaps I was a little too hasty, Mr. Parks. I'm not usually so inhospitable. I realize you must all be very tired. You see, I don't usually receive people. You can stay here overnight, but I'll have to ask you to leave first thing in the morning.
Thank you, sir. We really do appreciate your kind hospitality. Do you mind if we take a few pictures?
All right. But please remember, I don't like to be disturbed. My servants will show you the chambers where you can do your work.
Perfect. Let's get to work, girls. We mustn't waste any time. Go and change, quickly. Dermot, you'd better check out the setting we need. Edith, you go along with him. Good girl.
Come on, Edith.
Don't go near the dungeons. They're absolutely out of bounds for everybody.
Okay, we won't. Get moving, Dermot. We're in a hurry.
I'll bet Max will flip over this one. Can you imagine finding a thing like this here? Wasn't it lucky?
I'll take credit for that. I found it.
Yeah.
Food for everybody.
Hey, Max, I want a bonus for finding this thing.
All right, we'll see about the bonuses. Now eat
It'll
quickly,
be
huh?
perfect for the Skeletrix series. Hey, that looks
Fine,
great.
boys, fine. But now let's get to work.
I'll take the food to the girls, right?
No, I'll take care of that myself.
What a picture this will make.
Oh, Max! Why don't you ever knock?
Oh, come on. Now, what's all this nonsense? I'm just like a father to you girls.
Turn around. We have to get into our costumes.
Okay, have your little games, but hurry up. We haven't any time to fool around. We've got work to do.
You can turn around now if you want.
Edith, bring the girls downstairs. We can't afford to waste any time.
All right.
How's the food?
Terrible.
As usual.
Ah, bottle of wine, they call it. It tastes like water.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it? But I know where we can find real wine. I discovered where the cellar is. Come on, I'll show you.
See ya.
Come on, Larry. You know, Perry, I wouldn't mind being the owner of this castle.
You can have it. It gives me the creeps.
Skeletons don't have nerves. What do you mean it gives you the creeps? You'll wake up the ghosts. Come on. This way.
Now, don't breathe. Perfect like that. All right. Hold the pose. I want to take another shot. Edith, hand me the other camera, will you? Thanks. Now, don't move, darling. Hold it. You make a beautiful corpse, you do. Just keep it. That's right. Perfect.
It's no fun being dead.
Nobody ever said it was.
You mean it?
You were very convincing.
Okay, gang,
Just
come on. Let's get
imagine
ready
what
for the
Daddy
next
will
one.
say when he sees this photo.
Go and change now.
Yeah.
Okay, Susie, it's your turn now.
Sure, here I am, but where's Perry? He's in it too.
Here I am. Your personal skeleton, always ready to die at the hands of a beautiful woman.
No,
How are you
there's
going to
a change.
change?
Annie's first.
That's fine.
You're never around when you're needed.
Right, but look what I dug up for you.
Oh.
I'll go.
That'll do.
Rick, can I have your knife a minute? Thanks. Pinocchio, what is it?
Just a little homesick, I guess.
Are you all asleep over there? Get behind that camera, Dermot.
Come on, sweetie. Hold it. Hold it.
Now, Nancy, honey, give me the feeling of a cat. You know what I mean. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. No, Nancy, that's too domesticated. I want you to think wild, fierce. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Can't you think like an alley cat? For instance, you're about to fight another cat for a fish head or something.
Meow.
No, Nancy, that's the intellectual approach. You'll never be an alley cat. Let's try something else. I've got an idea. There. Now, raise your leg up. Up, up. Now, come up. That's it. That's it. Now, imagine you're floating in the air like a thistle blown by the wind. That's it. Beautiful. No, not like that. You've got to go up. Gently. That's right, baby. Now hold it. No, no, can't you keep that arm over your head? Now everything's in place. Arm, leg, head, everything. Now don't move. Come on, Nancy. Get that lovely foot of yours up like a feather, like a thistle blown by the wind.
No, I can't, Dermot. It's too heavy. I can't.
Oh, do it for me, baby. Let's fly together. Hold it. Hold it. Armor about here. There.
Dermot, can we take a break for a few minutes?
No, we've got to be finished before morning. Put the spots over there.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I'd like to see the owner of the house.
It's not possible. My master doesn't want to be disturbed.
But tell him...
I said it's impossible.
Your master has a right to his privacy, but that's no way to speak to a lady.
Rick. You met the owner of the house. What's he like?
It's difficult to say, really. He was half hidden behind a table. Have you noticed the windows? They're all barred. What a strange place. If I was still a reporter, I bet I could discover a lot of interesting facts about this castle.
Rick, but why are you wasting your time on horror stories? You should be doing the kind of work you were cut out for, reporting.
I guess you're right, but I'm a little lazy. I've been taking the easy way out by doing this. I started out with the usual dreams and found out there's more money in writing this kind of commercial book. Edith, I realize I'm being indiscreet, but why did you want to speak to the owner of the castle?
Just curiosity.
Well, we're in the middle of the movie, guys. People are dying, other people are scared. The execution is running around going like this, talking about how crazy his body is and all this stuff, and pure, all this craziness. Yeah. I love this movie because they got that guy Rick the Dick, who kind of gets fucked over. Everybody gets fucked over in this movie. And it's a precursor to the whole slasher movement, which was inspired by Agatha Christie's and the One Eternal Indian story. So it's a story basically of one by one. These people are in a place where they shouldn't be. They're all ticked off one by one. So that's pretty much the premise of all slasher films now. Even the new ones, like I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving. It's coming out tomorrow. It comes out today. It came out yesterday. I don't know. This is different. This is because it is different times. I'm trying to think. I love Eli Roth stuff. He's one of my favorite directors, and like he really knows how to freak people out and scare people in these kind of movies. This is what he was made to do with Thanksgiving. He's been wanting to do that movie since he was a kid, and like I love slasher films. My favorite is the Friday the 13th franchise because it's pure schlock. It's like these people are put into a place, and one by one they're killed, and there's a thin story. Then fans make up all kinds of craziness. They fill in the blanks. They give people names that they didn't know they had. Like Vincent Voorhees didn't have a first name until part 4, and they said her name was Pamela. Then Elias, Jesus' father, was named, and the novel for Jason Lives, and then later Jason Goes to Hell. And then the comic books, they gave him different names. They always portrayed him as like this, like wife-beating, beer-drinking, cigar-chomping asshole, and then he ends up getting killed by Pamela Voorhees, and she raises Jason away from that. He's basking in the sun. It's so beautiful out here today, except for the damn wind. Anyway.
Your skin is flapping in the wind.
Yeah, I got my old mask back. I decided to wear this one again. Because it's getting close to winter time. This one's a lot warmer. And it's a lot more freeing. It feels better than this one. I like to switch them up every now and then. I lost the OG one I had back in the day when I first started doing this. That one is like, it's so old, it's like tattered and everything. So thank you guys for watching so much. And I love all of you guys. And just wanted to say thanks for having my dream come true of being a horror host, because I dreamed about this since I was a kid watching USA Up All Night and Monster Vision and Elvira and all these different people, and like I was, this is what we need. We need somebody to be there at the commercial break to talk about this. They always had hosts back in the 90s with the Sci-Fi Channel. Like they had like, what's his name? The guy who played Kylo Ren and Billy D. Williams. He did a hosting thing for a Star Wars trilogy once on the Sci-Fi Channel. They had all these people doing different co-hostings. And they need to bring that back. So I'm trying to bring that back, that magic, because like we don't get it very much in the mainstream media. Everything's so clean and clinical and boring, and there's no human contact. Everything's done with text. You need a guide, someone to hang out with while you're watching the movie. So that's why I'm here. And the wind blowing and everything. Anyway, so back to the movie. I'll see you at the end. Have you this in?
Raoul, didn't you hear that yell?
I didn't hear anything at all. Come along.
Where are you taking me?
You'll find out.
Look at that. What is it?
I don't know. Maybe it was an old torture cell. You know these old castles. Nothing in it.
Let me alone, Raoul. I'm scared.
Susie. Susie.
Come, Camillo. Staying here won't help any. Come with me.
There's no point in disturbing my master. He's been informed already of what has happened down here. And he hopes that you will all remain calm.
The rope was badly worn, Rick. We overlooked that, I'm afraid.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. We'll see. Remember, Rick, even the master of the house suggested that we keep calm. Tomorrow we notify the police.
What do you mean, tomorrow?
Listen. After all, it was only an accident. A tragic one. But an accident. And besides, it's too late now.
Look, Max, this double talk leaves me cold. What do you really mean?
Well, I'm an editor. You've got to see my point. I've a deadline to meet. I know exactly how you feel, girls. But we must finish our work before daybreak.
With poor Perry lying dead?
Oh, it's a big tragedy. You know, Perry was like a son to me. Don't you think I have a heart like the rest of you?
How do I know? I never had a chance to see it.
Perry would have known what I meant.
Yeah, but he's dead, and I want to go on living.
I'll double your salary.
My life's worth more than that.
Triple it.
Okay, it's a deal.
Me too.
Then let's get back to work. Where's Susie?
I think she went off with Raoul.
It's just like her. They always disappear at the wrong moment. We'll worry about her later. Let's go back to work now.
Well, I thought I'd seen just about everything. But this kind of bargaining is really more than I can stand.
Rick, look at this.
Huh? What is it?
It's the negative of the photograph I took right when the accident occurred.
Poor Perry. What a terrible thing. What's this? What's that strange shadow near the frame of the door? It almost looks like a man's head.
Yes, it does. That's exactly what I thought. But it just can't be. Still, it does look like a man's head with a hood on. Will it show up more clearly on the print? It should. We'll see in a minute. I've done the best I could. Of course, it's only a small detail. There. This is the maximum enlargement I can make here. Of course, it's still not very clear.
Well, this doesn't help us very much, I'm afraid. It's hardly at all visible. Huh? Do you think the negative could have been defective?
No, it was perfect.
May I see that photograph? I heard about the accident that took place tonight. A most appalling accident.
Unfortunately, it's blurred.
Yeah, it was out of focus.
Perhaps this will sound strange, but I've something to tell you that may provide an explanation of the shadow in your photograph. Have you ever heard of the Crimson Executioner?
Who did you say? The Crimson Executioner?
He was a maniac and a killer who was put to death for his crimes centuries ago. He was buried in his own castle.
What you don't know is that this is the castle where the Crimson Executioner lived and died. When I came here, the castle had been uninhabited for centuries. For me, it was ideal because I desired solitude. Everybody else feared the curse that had been placed on it. When they sealed up his tomb, the Crimson Executioner swore that he would avenge himself. He was a man of extraordinary physical strength, obsessed by an ideal of purity. For centuries, he was entombed. There in the dungeons, and only a seal has protected mankind from his supernatural powers. If the shadow in the photograph is the Crimson Executioner, I fear anything might happen. I had to tell you.
Well, I can see you two already know each other.
I've never had the pleasure. This is the first time I've seen this lady. I must retire now. I'm a creature of habit. I hope you will sleep well. Good night.
Edith, I know the accident upset you. You're terribly tired. What happened was a very bad shock for you. Stop crying now. Go to Canuyo, hmm? Oh, she's been through more than the rest of us. Hmm?
Do you think it's too daring?
No.
I bet Max will like it.
He always does.
Hi, girls. Has Susie come back yet?
No, maybe we should go on without her. She'll be along.
You'll make a big hit in that costume, Annie.
Won't I, too?
What? Oh, no. What's gotten into you? You mustn't hide those beautiful legs of yours.
They desecrated your world of beauty with their sordidness. The day of the Crimson Executioner has now come.
I've been wondering about the owner of this castle.
Well, if you want my opinion, I think he's slightly off his nut.
You would be, too. If you lived isolated in this place, you'd end up the same way he is. Hey, Dermot.
Yeah?
Look at this. This must be where the executioner was killed, if the legend is true.
What is it? It looks like a coffin.
No, it was a medieval instrument of torture. The infamous Iron Maiden.
Susie! What?
No one can dare say that this was an accident. Come on. Just as I thought, the rope wasn't worn. It was cut. At this point, there's only one explanation. Deliberate murder.
Deliberate murder? But why, Rick? It doesn't make any sense.
That's what we've got to find out. Any idea where Raoul is?
Raoul?
No, I don't mean he had anything to do with this. But perhaps he saw who did it. He was near Susie all the time. Here, take this. My car is the fastest we have. Go to the nearest police station and try and get help.
Okay, Rick, I will. But how about you? What are you going to do? Stay here? With a murderer at large, you're all in danger.
I know, but it's impossible to leave with things as they are. And we've got to find Raoul. He might have some evidence.
I'll be as fast as I can.
How much longer do we have to wait now?
We get paid. Why should you care?
Yeah, you get pretty by the minute, girls. Take a look at this, Max. I have a new idea. I don't want the girls to know this yet. Susie's been murdered.
What's that?
So you like the idea?
Oh, sure. It's great.
We'd better watch out. Dermot's already on his way to the police station. Don't tell the girls. They'd only get panicky.
But then Perry was killed, too.
We completely agree.
Well, what do we do now?
I'll have a look around. You'd better stay with the girls. See you later.
What are you doing here?
I want to see your master right away.
No, he doesn't want to see anybody.
It's urgent that I see him no matter what, understand?
I said you can't see him.
Edith, what are you doing here?
I want you to see what I found. I'm sure you recognize her.
Edith, what's your portrait doing in this castle? Then you do know the owner.
Yes, Travis and I were engaged. Travis Anderson.
Isn't he the actor who disappeared several years ago?
Yes, he used to be a muscle man in costume films. It all happened so suddenly, so unexpectedly. He left without a word. He just vanished. He's always been a little strange. Even with me, he seemed so cold. Yet I'm certain that he really loved me. In all this time, I haven't stopped wondering why he ever disappeared like that. Now I found him here in this castle. I thought I recognized his voice, and now that I've found this, I know it's Travis. I must try to speak to him.
Edith, we have no time for that. You've got to trust me.
What is it?
I'll tell you later. Where's Canulio?
I left her downstairs when I went to find Travis.
There's not a moment to lose. We must find her.
What's happened, Rick?
Don't ask any questions. Hurry. We've got to reach the others. It's important that we all stay together.
But what's going on? I don't understand.
Canulio. Canulio. Canulio.
Watch out, Rick. Don't try to get any closer to me or you'll get killed. There's no escape for me, I know it. You must save yourselves while there's still a chance. Don't you see? It's a diabolical trap. It's impossible for anyone to reach me. These wires are connected to the bows on the wall. The slightest touch will release the arrows in every direction, and anyone nearby will be killed. Nobody can stop the mechanism that operates. The spider. It has poison in its claws. I'll be killed the moment it reaches me. Now it's hopeless.
Watch out, Rick.
Don't do it, Rick. You'll be killed. I tell you, it's hopeless. Don't do it, Rick. Leave me. It's no use. Please don't come any closer. You're mad to risk your life like this.
Rick!
Rick, your jacket's caught! Oh. It's all over for me. It's the end for all of us. Give up, Rick. It's no use. It's too late.
Rick!
horrible death. I've got to get her down from here. Edith, go find the others. Hurry up. You've got to get out of the castle at once. At once.
No, no, Rick, no. Not without you.
Do what I tell you. Go away, Edith. Go away. Don't worry about me. Dermot will be back here soon with the police.
It's no use. We've been locked in.
No! What do we do?
Max! Max, what's happening? Where are the others?
I don't know, but don't lose your head. Just come on down here. Go and tell Rick that we need him.
All right.
We have to get out of here.
Rick! Rick, all the doors are locked. We can't get out.
Keep calm, Edith. We'll make it somehow. Just a minute. Edith! Edith!
Don't come any nearer. Don't touch me.
You were the murderer. Now I know it, Travis. How could you? You're a monster! A monster! Oh! Oh!
You no longer mean anything to me. Even though I missed you when I abandoned the world. I was forced to retreat to this castle. Mankind is made up of inferior creatures, spiritually and physically deformed, who would have corrupted the harmony of my perfect body. I came to the isolation of this castle to avoid the contagion of human sentiment. And a woman's love would have destroyed me. It's because of that I abandoned you.
Travis, you've lost your sanity. You're an egotist, obsessed with your sick thoughts.
You're wrong, Edith. Last night I had a moment of weakness because of you. When I first caught sight of you, and I said you could stay together with your friends, But that was a mistake. I know of only one who was never overcome by weakness. The Crimson Executioner. He despised your world as passionately as I do. Look at him. Look at him. His magnificent body was preserved intact through all these centuries undisturbed. His spirit lives in me, and I'll continue his mission of vengeance. This is the sacred duty I've sworn to. We're alike. Now that you have profaned his tomb and broken the seal that imprisoned his great spirit, his power has been released at last. And his noble crusade against sin lives again through me. Yes, the black fire of the long-awaited vengeance is here. And your friends cannot escape. The Crimson Executioner has passed judgment. And now, at last, you'll witness the glory of his return. And you'll pay just like the others.
Travis! Don't do it! Come back! Now you'll be punished for your lechery. The Crimson Executioner will torture you. Yes, will torture you till death.
That's just a small portion of the torture that awaits you. I promise you that none will escape the wrath of the Crimson Executioner. As for Rick, this is how he will die.
Why are you doing this? Why don't you let us go? What have we done to you? You're torturing innocent people. Come back to your senses. You're the owner of this castle, not the Crimson Executioner.
So see, I am the Crimson Executioner. The Crimson Executioner invented the torture of icy water for creatures like you. My vengeance needs blood. The Crimson Executioner cries out for blood. You better prepare to die, you sinner.
Edith, where are you?
You mustn't worry about me. I'm not in danger. Try to find the others if you can, Rick. They're in Anderson's hands. He took them to the dungeons. He's insane. He thinks he's the Crimson Executioner. You've got to stop him, or he'll kill them all. Hurry, Rick!
Yes, but where are you, Edith?
Watch out!
I'm not through with you yet. What more do you want with me? You're insane. You can't get away with this. Let me out of here. I'll pay you anything you want. What are you going to do now?
This fire will purify your miserable soul.
No.
You're impure. This fire will cleanse you.
No, you can't do this to me. Stop. 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 No, I don't want to die like this. No. No, let me out.
Burn. Burn.
No, I don't want to die like this. No. No, let me out.
Burn. Burn. Lover of death.
I don't want to
Embrace him.
No!
Embrace him.
No!
Why do you resist?
Eddie!
Now it's your turn.
Oh, Travis!
You'll pay too.
No! Let me go! Stop! Let me go! Oh, Travis, don't! Oh, please stop! Oh, please let me go! You're mad! No! Don't do this to me! Travis!
The executioner has risen from his tomb. Your atonement has just begun.
It's done. I killed the writer.
It's not true. No! It's impossible! No!
They'll all die.
Oh! No, I can't stand this. Oh, now I beg you, Travis. What you're doing is insane, Travis. Oh, my God! The Crimson Executioner!
No! Go away! I am the Crimson Executioner!
Rick!
It's impossible. It can't be. It's impossible that he's alive, I tell you. I killed him myself. I saw him die.
It wasn't me you murdered. You hit the dead body of poor Rao. I put his corpse on the tower, and that's what your arrow hit. You'll have to try again.
Kill him! Go on! Go on! Kill him, I said!
Watch out, Rick!
My perfect body. In the poisonous clutches of the lover of death.
Rick!
My body. My pure body. Has been contaminated. The body of the Crimson Executioner.
He was completely mad. Like the Crimson Executioner, Travis was obsessed with a dream of absolute purity and physical perfection. That's why he retired to the isolation of this castle. Our intrusion into his world was too much for him. And it was then that he assumed the identity of the Crimson Executioner and decided to carry out the ancient legend of revenge. His striking resemblance to the real executioner made it easy for him to believe his own hallucination.
Striking resemblance. Anderson, in his folly, created the legendary executioner in his own image. The Crimson Executioner's been dust for centuries.
It was terrible. Please take me away from this castle. It was a nightmare.
I won't write any more horror stories. The man that said life is stranger than fiction made no mistake.
Hi kids, hope you enjoyed Bloody Piece of Horror and the little history behind it. I don't know much, but I did do research on it before. But I play this movie a lot for you guys because it's just one of my favorite movies. Because it's just pure schlock, it's pure craziness. And it's like, I love the badly dubbed horror and sci-fi movies from the 50s and 60s. Because they were just fun, because they would take a movie and totally change the whole plot around with the dialogue to something different, and it totally changes everything, you know. And then they give it different titles. It's like this was like that movie Don't from the Grindhouse double feature for Quentin Tarantino and Rodriguez. That was an example of, in Europe, they would make all these really cool, trippy horror films, and then they get the rights to them to America and dub them, and give them some stupid name like Torso, Don't Look in the Basement, Don't Look in the Attic, Don't Open the Fridge, Don't open the mail, Don't lift up the toilet seat lid, Don't go to the park, Don't.
Snakes in the sewer.
Snakes on a plane. What was the other one? I always wanted to do a parody of Snakes on a Plane called Stamping Turtles on a Bus. They don't do enough horror films on people on buses. They run Greyhound buses all the time, all over the country. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to like see the country and everything. You get out, you get food, you do whatever. It's fun, but I always wanted to do a horror film on a bus where the bus can't stop. Sort of like Speed, but like a Greyhound bus. And there's some kind of mystical force that keeps people on the bus, so they're trying to get away off of it. How many, Steve? What do you think?
Everyday situations that are put into the fantastical.
Yep. Which is going back to this movie, what this movie is. It's supposed to be a normal day for these models. They're doing this whole photo shoot, and they're thinking they have permission to be in this castle, and they don't. And the people in the castle start killing them one by one in really crazy ways, like the spider with the poison fingertip thing, web, and it's great.
I gotta mention that we got a lot of noise here from the voice saws.
Oh yeah, I gotta mention, it's not Leatherface over there, it's a wood chipper. They're trimming limbs here in the cemetery today. I didn't know they were doing that, but the best laid plans of mice and men, as they say. So if you get windy, you can't hear me very well and everything, I'm sorry. You hear the buzzing of the... They just won't quit. They're just going and going like that bunny with the jungle. Seems like there's the money. Yeah. So, like I said, if you are in the Seminary area and you want to be on TV, email Reggie Walt, agabangul@gmail.com. agabangul@gmail.com, put it right there. And I will put you on TV and you can showcase your art. So thanks for watching. And remember, stay tuned and stay tuned.